global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. There seems to be a lot of jubilation going on in Rivers State right now. Remember, there have been this 4-term back movement over Rivers getting their allocation for October and subsequently throughout the year. But as we speak, there's some good news coming from that angle. Then, of course, there is a special name given to Fubara. We're going to find out who is giving that name, why, and what is so significant about name, comparative, of course, with what is going on in River State, with Wike, all, of course, dragging him front, back, and center. Before we go to the news proper, kindly subscribe to our channel. And according to the news, the River State government has confirmed the receipt of its monthly federation allocation, marking a significant breakthrough after a prolonged legal tussle. Okay, they went further to say that the development has raised hopes among civil servants who are eagerly anticipating payment of their salaries. Recall that Wike had persuaded the lower court to withhold all federal monthly allocations meant for River State engineer Tom Steve, son of King Atiku Tom, revealed that the allocation was finally disbursed following an appeal filed by the state government. The legal battle, which had delayed the release of funds for months, stemmed from a lawsuit initiated by loyalists of the former governor to halt Rivers State access to its federal allocations. Now, this victory is a step forward for the people of River State. Engineer Steve said the appeal court's decision has restored financial stability and paved the way for the government to fulfill its obligations, especially to workers. The new administration under Governor Siminalayi Fubara has reassured civil servants that their salaries will be disbursed in a matter of days now that the state coffers have been replenished. Civil servants, many of whom have endured months of uncertainty, are optimistic about the government's renewed focus on their welfare and are hopeful for sustained financial transparency going forward. Now, of course, Atiku Abubakar, via his media person in River State, have decided to say strong words concerning Siminalayi Fubara. Now, let me quote him word for word. Say, we give thanks to the Almighty God that He has chosen to add to the many blessings of River State by making His Excellency Siminalayi Fubara the governor of this great state today. One of the stories in the scriptures that both main religions in Nigeria have in common is the story of Moses. God favors the people of Israel and He sent Moses to deliver them from the wickedness of Pharaoh. The major lesson in the story of Moses is that Moses was raised in the palace of even Pharaoh. Anyone who knows the story very well will know that Governor Fubara is the Moses of today and that the people of River State are God's people. Today in Port Harcourt, we have a governor who has flushed away the footprints of political godfathers who thought they could play God. And today, we are proud and certain that God is on our side, not just in River State, but also all over Nigeria. I am here to represent a true friend of River State in the person of Atiku Abubakar, and I'm happy to announce to everyone here present that when the new dawn comes in Nigeria, it shall be remembered that Port Harcourt played the first part by standing strong against the tyrants of today. Fabiyi said further that Fabiyi is the representative in River State speaking for Atiku. Fabiyi said further that Atiku specifically asked him to thank Governor Fubara for his enviable, courageous, doggedness and wisdom in the face of provocations, and also to assure the governor of his solid support in his quest to make good impact in the lives of the people of River State. Atiku further urged the people of River State to stand firmly behind Governor Fubara as he leads them, saying, Fubara is the Moses God has blessed you with to take you to the promised land, and he must be supported by all in this mission. The former vice president commended the effort of the organizers of the event for promoting seminars on non-violence against women, saying that he would have personally been at the event, which coincides with his birthday anniversary, but for his tight schedule. But to our host of today, Dr. Nis Alameshia, I recognize your effort and appreciate you for what you're doing. As my own unapologetic supporter, if not for my birthday that coincides with this event today, I should have been there to honor you in person. I thank you immensely and appreciate you for being a shining light and a strong voice in advocacy for women and children development, care and empowerment. There is nothing like imparting humanity, Atiku said. What caught my attention in all of this? This is Atiku, of course, via his media person representing him in Rivers State, saying all sorts of good things about Fubara. I have my questions, and I don't want to sound pessimist, but why is Atiku all of a sudden supporting Fubara? When he needed Atiku the most, Atiku was very silent. He didn't give him support. He was quiet. I guess it was a case of maybe father and son. I don't want to meddle into father and son situation. But he discovered that Fubara came out strong, came out smoking, and he just discovered that he will be needing Fubara come 2027. And now he's giving him support after Fubara has won the victory. If there's anybody Fubara should appreciate, if there's anybody Fubara shouldn't forget in a hurry, it should be Honorable Kenga Gochinyere, who against all odds, literally almost forgetting his constituency, to stand with Fubara. Now those are sons of consolation. That's what the scriptures call such men, sons of consolation. But though some person said there's water, money changing hands, it's not even easy. Some people will still change, money may still change hands in some people's pocket, and they still will not deliver. The fact that against all odds, against all everything, Ikenga will scream and shout, raising an alarm early before it become public knowledge. Ikenga is a friend, indeed. And Fubara shouldn't forget him in a hurry. That's just my personal opinion on this. But did you notice the similarity of the story that Atiku gave out here? Giving Moses and Pharaoh, saying that Moses was raised in the company and the palace of Pharaoh. Is this saying that by implied meaning, that Wike is the Pharaoh and Fubara was raised in the palace of Wike or in the home of political family of a political lineage of Wike? But now Fubara is standing out like Moses and trying to take away the harsh clutches, of quote and unquote, and now bringing rivers away from the hard clutches of the so-called Pharaoh and taking them to the promised land of good governance. Well, it's a scripted message, but for all I know, Fubara has been very quiet, not to say the wrong words. I guess he's a man also understand humble beginning. I also understand that he wouldn't have been where he is today if not for also the palace of Wike, quote and unquote. But then, let's say it plays out. This is politics. Everybody's trying to find out who are they aligning with. But right now, by 2027, for whatever reasons, Fubara will be thinking as a big boy if he enters. Who would he now choose is up to him. Let's interact in that conversation once again.